Hey everybody, let me show you what I got going on today. I got this little message here that's really bugging me. I couldn't find any good resources online to see what's going on, and I still haven't figured it out. But let me tell you what I got. I have two iPhone 13 Pro Maxes. This is one of them. So the other one is over here, right? So this is a customer iPhone right there, 13 Pro Max. 500 gigs. I did a backup on that with iTunes, and then the customer brought the new phone, right? And then we're gonna restore it. So we're gonna go restore from backup. And I get this message: there's not enough space. So that's happened to me in the past, and what I've done in the past is I just reset this phone, which I already did. And it keeps giving me the message. So something's really strange I haven't figured out. But one of the things that I did was I went to the actual backup file that got made, and if you look at it, it doesn't make sense. This backup is 548 gigs. If we go to the phone, the data on the phone is about 400 gigs. Let me show you here. So if I go to iPhone storage, you see that? So the phone is using 400 gigs, but the backup took 500 and something gigs, and I guess when it's trying to do the restore, it's reading that, and it says, this is not going to fit. Now I tried it a couple times. I tried it with iTunes. Like I said, I did restarts on the phones, reset this phone and all that. So the only option I have is I'm going to the old phone now, and I'm gonna update it. It's on iOS like 15. So I'm going to do an update on it. Maybe there's some scrambled data in there that was taking up some extra space and created this. Maybe this has happened before, but I've never noticed it. Maybe you have a phone that's 60 gigs, and the other one's 120, and it stores a little, extra like that, and you just never notice it. So in this case, I guess since it's so much, it's 400 gigs on the phone. But that still leaves us, 100 left over. So if it's 400 and this came up to 550, shoot, that's a lot. Now I've seen, depending, sometimes the format of the drive could create more space. Like for example, I've done a data transfers on exFAT formatted drives, and when I've done that, I've noticed that, like 100 gigs equals like 120 gigs, something like that. I don't know how to explain it in detail, but basically the format, the way that it allocates the data, it's different. So it kind of like loses space, not as efficient. So you wind up losing a lot of space depending on the size of the files. I think it's like if you have a lot of little files, you lose more space. So I think that's what it was. It was a backup there with thousands of files, and I guess the way that it organizes them, the block sizes or something like that, it probably loses a little bit, and when you start multiplying that in the thousands. I did notice that one time because I went to move the data from one drive to the other and it didn't fit. I'm like, what do you mean? And that was it. When I looked at the two sizes of the data recovered and then the size on it on that exFAT drive, it was like such a difference. And then I kind of looked up, and it's just not efficient. But in this computer, this is actually it's not on my C drive. This is on an F drive because I remapped the drive. But either way, that drive is formatted, NTFS. So it shouldn't have done that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to update the other phone, which is the original phone of the data. So hopefully that kind of reorganizes things there a little bit. And then I'm just going to do another backup. I'm going to do another backup, hopefully on another computer, just in case. Also because of speed, this one's backing up to a hard drive, and this backup. The last time I did, I left it overnight. It took like 5-6 hours, and I don't want to wait another 5 or 6 hours, another 5 or 6 hours to restore it. So the other drive has a solid state right off of the bat. I mean, this one has a solid state, but it has a data drive, and I put the data on there. I don't have enough space on the solid state, but the other one does. The other one has plenty of space right on the C drive. So I'm going to do that and see if that resolves it. Could it have been just a glitch in that backing up? We don't know. We'll find out, and I'll follow up. That's what's going on right here, right now at PC 911.